What scares you most in life?
Probably idiots. You know?
Define an idiot.
Someone who has a brain but doesn't really like using it. So, yeah.
How would you just define using a brain? Like just applying basic logic and common sense?
Yeah, basically you defined it. Yeah.
Falling from a very big height.
That is terrifying. That is really terrifying. What about yourself?
Falling from a skyscraper.
Falling from a skyscraper as well. Okay, shared fear of falling.
Spiders. I'm very scared of spiders, yeah.
What is it about spiders that scares you?
No, I'm always scared of spiders. I don't know why. There's like something inside you.
Is it that they might hurt you or?
That might hurt me, or that might just get into me, you know, like.
Climate change.
That's a great answer. Climate change.
change.
What's the leading cause of climate change?
Too many bad people. Trump.
Too many bad people. Trump. Okay, very good. Do you do anything in your life that puts fear or terror onto the lives of another?
No, I try to give good vibes.
Good vibes, man.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
Man. Do you think you do anything in your day-to-day life that maybe causes fear or scary or like terror to another person or another living being or anything?
Yeah, me giving them the look.
The look. What's the
look.
Other than humans, do we ever cause any fear to any other living beings, any other animals or anything?
Nope, animals love me.
Animals love you?
Animals love me.
All animals or just certain animals?
Unfortunately, every single animal that seems to come near me,
Yeah?
innit? It's like, could you leave me alone? Yeah, I've got my next door neighbour's cat adores me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. You
So-
like animals though, yeah?
I love animals.
Good.
So I'm not scared of anything except for
Okay,
flying
it
things.
got me thinking a little bit then when you said all animals, and this is something that I thought maybe. What about like the animals that we eat? Do they love you or not so much?
If that's where we're going,
Yeah.
are we going vegetarian with this, are we?
I'm
or-
going vegan with this.
Vegan?
I'm saying, when we buy like an animal
well,
product?
funny you should say that because my
Please.
girlfriend has really got into this lately.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And
but,
how do you feel about it?
Well, I'm kind of on the borderline, to be honest with it.
Do you think that when we buy animal products, say like a piece of chicken flesh or cow flesh or whatever it is, does that invoke fear or terror into the animal when they were alive, when they were killed?
Yeah,
say?
probably.
What about food? Food.
No, I make my own. I make my own at home. I make my own at home.
Make your own at home. What about all foods? What about animals? Do you make your own animals at home, or do you buy them, or do you not buy them?
Do I make my
Or
own
do you
animals
not?
at home? Do I make
Should
my
you
own
kill them
animals
at home,
maybe? No.
No. Do you buy them already dead, I suppose? Or do you not eat
Yes,
them?
but I'm from countryside.
Yeah.
So I know everything about that.
And what would be like a way of killing an animal that doesn't inflict like fear and terror into them? Do you think?
None.
There is none. Did you say?
There is none apart from it's your way of life.
The way of life. And do you think a way of life justifies something morally?
Yes and no, but I'm not from London, so.
Not from London.
I like eating some organic, free range,
Yeah.
all of that. Yeah.
What organic free range?
Fresh.
What? Vegetables?
Yeah, I eat vegetable. I love my veggies.
Organic free range? What though? What do you organic free range? Chickens?
Stuff I get from grocery.
Yeah.
If you don't say the tick for healthy, then probably
Tick for healthy.
Yeah.
Say an animal lives free range, or let's say an animal lives a full life outside. What happens when they die? Do they die in a nice way?
I don't know how they die. Yeah.
How do you think they die?
I wouldn't know.
Guess.
'Cause-
Have a think. When in a slaughterhouse, what happens to an animal?
At the slaughterhouse, what happens to the animal? I don't know. If I knew, I probably wouldn't eat it.
Then you said earlier, like if you kind of try and buy like a better product where you know they've lived like a good life. What about like when it comes to the death? Is there like a good death or a nice way for them to die?
Not really, no. You're still going to eat them.
And does that death always cause fear and terror to them? Do you think? Or?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. You know those things. I've seen orbitories, I can't remember the words for it, but
Yeah.
places where they kill the animals
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Doesn't look nice.
Doesn't look nice.
I never thought,
Never think about it, right?
of course I think about it
Oh,
because
you
I've
do?
seen a
Good.
video,
Good.
You Are What You Eat or something like that. There was a
Okay, yeah.
series
Yeah.
where it showed you their death and
Yeah.
what they did, etc., etc.
Yeah.
I saw all of that.
Yeah.
And it didn't scare me or change my mind or anything. It's just more, I know that a life was given for my life.
Yeah. Do you think that how do we morally justify that? Do you think? What reasoning do we have for it?
We don't have a reason for it. We should be eating green.
We should be eating green.
We should be eating green.
Are you vegan?
Hey, I am. Yeah.
Are you? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So
what are you filming for?
So basically, we film and I go around and I do lots of different things. I ask people
Right.
questions, and the questions relate back to you know, how do we morally justify taking the life of a being that has an inherent preference to live that life?
Right.
What do you reckon about that question?
Do you know what? I really respect veganism, but I think it's just too much for me. Like I respect people who you know make that choice and that they have compassion for animals, and I feel that as well. You know, I'm an owner of an animal, and you know,
what animal do you own?
I own a cat, right? And I don't. I can see the argument of what's the difference between like.
What is the difference?
Owning a cat and then eating cow.
What is the difference between a cat and a pig or a cow?
Exactly. There isn't none. But you know, that's just
how
culturally how it is.
It is. Do you think culture should dictate morality?
Oh, you're going too deep for a Saturday night.
You and I both agreed at the beginning that we appreciate things like logic, right, and rational thought.
Yeah.
Logically, how do we morally justify killing an animal that doesn't want to die for an
unnecessary
unnecessary reason?
I'm quite happy to leave you my phone and we can have this deep conversation on another time.
We actually can if you want to.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Does it scare an animal when we have to kill them, I suppose?
Yeah, of course.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So do you think that there's anything in your life that you buy that causes fear?
Oh, then this burger. Yeah.
The burger, right, exactly. So when you buy like an animal product, what are you causing in the animal then?
I don't think he's scared from me having the product, just scared to be killed.
Scared of being killed?
Yeah, of course.
A bit like, and would you say that you're scared of being killed as well?
Yeah.
And if someone tried to kill you, how would that make you feel?
I wouldn't like it. Are you trying to make me say that we should not buy food?
No, not necessarily. I'm just saying,
like,
do you think it's interesting that something that would scare you or something you wouldn't like, you pay to have done to another living being?
Okay, now in this point of view, yes, about the burger and the food and the animals.
There we go. Do you think that you could kill an animal yourself?
Me?
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What animals have you killed, if you don't mind me asking?
A chicken.
Chicken.
Yeah.
And was that a knife across the neck, or?
Yeah.
And how did it make you feel? Was it okay? Did you think about it afterwards?
At the time I was nervous, scared, all of that. Same feeling how you just killed someone.
Yeah.
But then afterward, no.
Was it worth it?
Was it worth it? Well, it was done, so I mean, if I didn't do it, someone else would have done it.
And did you eat the chicken after?
I didn't. I don't know. I don't know what happened. It got sent to the kitchen.
But you didn't eat the chicken yourself?
Maybe I did. Yeah.
Would you kill any other animals now? Like saying, was that in the UK or was that somewhere else?
Somewhere else.
Now, what about here in the UK? Would you kill an animal here?
No, I wouldn't.
Why not? Do you think?
It's just not something you would do around here. If you're from around here, that's not something you would do. Like having traps and that. No, unless I was hunting. I was part of like a membership. I was hunting. Then I guess.
Is hunting moral?
Hunting. If it's a confined space with, like, I think it's moral.
What animals is it moral to hunt? Whales, dolphins, dogs, cats?
No, because those are the stuff you have as a pet.
Ah.
Like wild animals, like wild boars.
Wild boars.
Maybe. Yep. Stuff that wouldn't go extinct.
What about a wild dog?
A wild dog.
How would you feel if your cat had pain or suffering inflicted upon them?
I would fucking hate that.
Right.
Yeah.
So what right do you have to inflict pain and suffering?
And at the same time, I love steak. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that cow, just like your cat, wants to live a life free from pain and suffering, right?
Right. Yeah.
Logic, rational thinking dictates that to live in line with our morals, we should not cause any suffering or harm to any living being, right? So do you think that you have a right to inflict fear and terror, even death, onto another living being if you yourself want to avoid fear and terror and death?
Okay, so I see the point you want to go to.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, no, that's not fair in a way.
Yep.
But still, I'm eating my burger.
Yes, exactly. You're eating your burger now. And I guess the burger that you're eating, what animal was that from originally?
It's a cow.
A cow? Okay.
Yeah.
And
I guess so. I hope so.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. You never know, it might be dog or something. Would it be different if it was dog? Would you eat it then, or?
Honestly, my girlfriend would never touch a dog.
Yeah.
I don't think. I don't know.
You won't mind so much. So do you think that cow that you're eating now, did that cow feel scared and terrored and full of terror when they were killed?
No, I wasn't there.
They weren't there.
They've got many ways to do it.
Oh, okay.
So I think hopefully that was a good way to do it.
What would be a good way, do you think?
No pain.
No pain. And what about just the fact that they want to live in general? Someone could kill you and I with no pain, but we'd still rather not die, wouldn't we?
Still, it's getting long. I'm working, guys.
Yeah. So one final question then: how do you morally justify doing it? What do you tell yourself to make it moral?
Final question.
Final question. Unless you say something interesting.
Oh fuck me. Just because you don't see it, you don't see what's happening. You don't do it yourself.
Yeah.
So because you didn't do it yourself, and it's hidden in a way.
Yeah.
So
could you do it yourself?
No.
Do you think it's okay to pay for someone else to do it if you can't?
Not in this way, but when you just go and eat a burger, you don't think this
You don't
way,
think
no?
about it. Next time, maybe, will you think about it?
Good.
And think about the fact that you didn't want pain or suffering inflicted on you, so maybe you don't have a right to inflict pain and suffering onto another, even if it's not direct. Yeah? I'm going to let you get back to work. I appreciate you talking to me.
Thank you, guys.
Actually, I won't shake your hand, but thank you anyway. Have a nice day.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. What choice or what right do we have as say, individuals or as a species
We
to
have to
inflict
go.
pain
We
and
have to go.
suffering? You want to ask?
No, yeah. Pain and suffering.
Right,
There you go.
onto the life of another living being who has a preference to avoid pain and suffering. How do we morally justify that?
You're going quite deep and meaningful, aren't you?
You started off deep, man, with the emotions.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to go with
How
this.
do you
so-
morally justify it, do you think? Or can you? Can it be morally
I'm not going to do
justified?
it right now, though, to be fair.
No? Okay. Do you think it can be morally justified? Yes or no? Just a quick one.
Well, I'm not going to answer that, really.
What about saying China where they kill dogs? Is it moral because it's their way of life?
It's fucking disgusting.
Okay. Oh.
And I've even signed the petition.
And what's the difference between killing a dog and killing a pig or a cow or a chicken, do you think? Or is there a difference, or is there
There
not?
isn't really.
No, okay.
There's a certain specific ways that.
The ways
Yeah.
they do it. And
Not
if they,
even the ways they do it, but
because we love dogs.
no, it's that. I love pigs. I love like cows
Oh,
and
you love
stuff.
pigs.
It's the
And do you think?
festival. The festival.
festival.
To kill dogs for fuck all.
What about Christmas and Easter when we kill turkeys and lambs for?
I know I don't do that.
Ah, very good. What about? But you eat animals, right?
Yes, but I know where they come from.
And where do they come from? The animals that you eat.
Proper farms.
And what about the slaughterhouses? How are they killed in the slaughterhouses?
That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, they're bad, right?
It's fucking
Is there a
disgusting.
humane way to do it though, or a nice
No,
way to do it?
there is and there isn't.
How do we morally justify killing an animal that doesn't want to die? Or can we?
You can't really.
Okay. So how do you morally justify it when you eat the animal?
I don't really eat a lot of the animals.
Very good, very good. And would you stop?
Okay, I've got a cab over there. I really can't finish.
For climate change, animal agriculture is the leading cause of climate change. Yes?
Yes.
And you hate climate change, it terrifies you.
Oh my god, it's fucking and it's more to do with cows.
There we go.
Methane,
Stop eating
methane,
dairy.
methane.
Methane. Bye. Do you think we have to eat animals to live?
No.
How do you morally justify taking the life of an animal that doesn't want to die then?
You can't.
You can't.
You cannot.
So when you eat an animal next, what will you tell yourself to make it moral?
Well, I tell myself, well, I wouldn't say now. Let's just continue on with my life.
Yeah, you won't think about it.
Nope.
Do you think if you think about it, it'd make you like upset or like make you,
No.
uncomfortable?
No.
Even though you can't morally justify it?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's fine.
So you think it's fine to eat an animal or to kill an animal that doesn't want to die, even though you admit that it can't be morally justified?
Yeah, it's because it can't be morally justified. Unless you can prove it could be morally justified,
Right.
then I guess, yeah.
Which you can't.
Yeah, I can't.
You can't
No,
prove it.
Yeah.
But you'll continue eating animals anyway, or not?
Maybe less after this conversation.
Maybe less. What,
Yeah.
what would it take to get you to stop?
Me?
Eating, let's say, you know vegan, right? You know the word vegan?
Yeah.
What would it take to make you go vegan? Or to encourage you to look up veganism?
If the meat in UK isn't real meat and it's all unfanged and that, then yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's all bad.
Yeah, it's all bad.
If I gave you a documentary to watch, would you watch it?
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah? It's a 45-minute documentary that will tell you how we treat animals here in the UK. Watch it, not for me, watch it for yourself.
Cool.
Yeah? Will you promise to do that?
Yeah, I'll probably see that, yeah.
Have a great day. Thank you for talking to me, and I appreciate you for your honesty as well.
Thank you.